a small town of Milton, Pennsylvania, in a seemingly generic industrial complex off of Route 147, lies what I would consider a true local gem, Keystone Sporting Arms. Celebrating their 20th anniversary this year, Keystone Sporting Arms still manufactures their own Cricket 22 rifles in-house alongside additional models and products. The origin story of this company is a perfect example of American ingenuity, seizing a gap in the market and filling it with good quality product.
The main thing was there was kind of a niche. There wasn't really anybody that was out there focusing on just youth rifles, and we saw a need for it in the market. There was one or two other companies that were doing it, and we decided that we could be competitive, and if we just solely focused on making the 22s for the youth and having a small scaled down version, we thought there'd be a great market there for that.
An essential part of any rifle, let alone a Cricket, is a good stock. Here at Keystone Sporting Arms, an entire woodshop is dedicated to carefully crafting stocks for their flagship products, as well as aftermarket replacement stocks for many of the popular firearms through the Revolution line of stocks. One of the most amazing things that you don't get to see every day is the fact that all of the wood comes from the United States. For example, if you buy a walnut stock, it came from a local Pennsylvania Amish farmer. Once ready to be turned into a stock, the wood is cut into a rough outline and goes through a number of CNC machines, routers, and other pieces of machinery to ensure uniform, tight, and precise fit and finish. Machines are great, but nothing replaces the expert touch of a craftsman. Each stock is carefully finished by hand and prepped for coating. After machining, fitting, and finishing the stock, it's ready to receive several layers of coating, which will not only make it look beautiful, but also protect it from wear and tear. Finally, the good old-fashioned hand polish and final inspection is complete before the stock is ready to go. It's worth checking out Keystone's Revolution line of stocks for their fantastic replacement and aftermarket stocks. I know my Model 70 could certainly use a makeover. Through the process of hydro dipping, Keystone is able to apply fun and exciting designs to their stocks, making their rifles truly one of a kind. The process itself is quite interesting. A special film is laid on top of the water that is kept at a set temperature. Once the film hydrates, an activator is applied and the stock is lowered or dipped into the water. The resulting product speaks for itself. Additionally to manufacturing their own stocks, Keystone Sporting Arms makes their own barrels as well as manufactures aftermarket barrels for other gun makers. And similarly to the wood, all of the metal is also from the United States, specifically New York State. Rods are carefully cut and then drilled through to prepare the barrels for rifling.
This is called a button. It's a combination button. The first hump on there has got the lands and grooves to ground into it. And if you notice, it's a little bit of on a helix, and that determines your twist. And then the second bump on the button, since it's a combination, is a sizer button. So as that pulls through there, it resizes and work hardens the inside of the barrel. So as it pulls through, it has to twist, the barrel has to twist around that button, and that will give you your rifling.
The barrels go through additional machining and inspections before being sent for bluing. Bluing is a vital part of ensuring the longevity of metal parts, since it prevents the metal from rusting. Keystone Sporting Arms do all of their bluing in-house, since it allows for quicker turnaround on product, and it provides the best quality assurance you can get. Getting a clean, uniform finish is imperative when doing any kind of bluing, and Keystone Sporting Arms have perfected the process. Once completed, the finish on these barrels is impeccable. Smaller parts like the receiver, bolt, firing pin, and trigger are all carefully manufactured here in the shop. They undergo cleaning and polishing, then fitted and tested for quality and function. The improved receivers with the feed ramp are promising to be a huge hit with the customers. Each receiver is assembled by hand, making sure that each part fits together flawlessly. Once the receiver is assembled, a beautiful thing happens. The barrel is mated with the receiver. quick headspace check, and the rifle is ready for test fire. Once the customer selects the stock and barrel options, the rifle is put together and is prepped for shipping. The options and combinations are numerous, which allow these rifles to really reflect the unique personalities of their end user. As my time here drew to a close, I was reminded of a question I posed to Steve McNeil earlier that morning. I wanted to know what sets Keystone Sporting Arms aside from other rifle manufacturers.
A lot of people ask what makes Keystone unique and what makes them want to buy our products. We feel that the same passion and pride that people put into teaching their youth how to shoot, how to hunt safely and properly is the same pride and passion that we put into manufacturing our cricket rifles here in Pennsylvania. With over 70 people working here, we really take pride in taking care of our employees and feel grateful that we're able to provide jobs for them right here in the U.S. Our firearms are all made with a lifetime warranty that we use to back up our quality and make sure that people know that our product is made to the highest standards. And it's not just a sideline business for us, it's what we actually do. And it's our passion, and we take a lot of pride in what we do here at Keystone Sporting Arms.
Throughout the tour, I was able to not only see a process of creating a wonderful rifle, but I was able to witness master craftsmen put their unique touches into a tool that they wholeheartedly believe will bring families together, all while teaching responsibility and respect. But more importantly, I saw men and women who believe in what they were doing. I saw passion, dedication, hard work, persistence, and interestingly enough, loyalty.
When I graduated high school, I started out in a metal shop atmosphere. I worked for a company for, boy, I don't know how long I was there. I was there quite a while. And Bill came in. That's where I first met Bill. Mm-hmm. And he came in one day and he says, he needed something. I forget what he needed. I dropped what I was doing. I went and got it for him. And he went up and paid for it. On his way out the door, he says, hey, come here a minute. He says, you ever need a job, you stop in and see me. Well, the company I was working for, they eventually went out of business. So I remembered what Bill said. That was 20 years ago. I walked through the door and said, hey, Bill, I said, remember what you said? I said, if I ever needed a job to come see you. He looks at me, he says, well, when can you start? And I've been here ever since.
Hey.
I just love the place. I mean,
that's awesome.
You got so much in it. A lot in this place.
There's definitely lots to be proud of.
Yeah, there sure is. Every time I look up at the ceiling and see an airline or a water line, I can remember putting that in. That's been a great ride.
Well, the ride's not over.
No. No, it won't be over until they dig my hole.
This is what sets Keystone Sporting Arms apart from other manufacturers. The people, their dedication, their blood, sweat, and tears, they make Keystone stand out from the rest. American ingenuity, work ethic, and the spirit of entrepreneurship is alive, and it is well. Keystone Sporting Arms is the living proof of that. Thank you very much for watching.